What is up, my ninjas? We're on the Wii menu. What are we doing here? Okay, it's another LP guy, and that's the little Wii channel intro. So in case you wanted to see that, I actually didn't edit that out. Maybe I'll just keep it in. There's the warning screen. Just gonna go ahead and skip that. Nobody actually looks at that anyway. And welcome to Let's Play Link's Crossbow Training. Instead of Crossbow Training Links. This is part 6. Part 6. That's kind of confusing because this is level 5 we're going to do today. Speaking of which, we're going to do level 5 today. In Score Attack, click that on link A. Alright, doing level 5 today. We're going to be doing 3 stages as usual. The Akko target practice, the Gerudo Moldworm, and just the shootout, which is probably the most fun out of the 3. They just get progressively better, but yeah, it starts painfully difficult. This is going to be, I don't know what this is going to be. This is going to be major fail of all my attempts of this first stage. Let's just go ahead and show a montage of my failed attempts, starting now. And after my numerous failed attempts, I finally just admit to myself that I'm not going to get a perfect score because this level is just too damn hard. So, why is it too damn hard? It's because of the moving targets. Every single target is moving. Every single target is being held by one of those stupid chirping, I don't even know if it's chirping, chickens. And they move up and down, they speed up, they slow down, they move in incredibly random movements, so like you could practice on any of the 3 stages, you know, as much as you want, but this one stage is gonna, it's gonna be so unpredictable compared to the rest of them. The targets move in pretty much every single direction except backwards, so, and I wouldn't be surprised if they did that, because then they'd just be even more unfair than it is right now. So, monotone voice. So how do I feel about this level? I don't like it. I think you can basically get that. By the way, when the round is over, every 20 seconds when they drop their targets and stuff like that, or if you accidentally shoot the chicken and they drop the target, if you shoot it while it's falling, you can get 300 points, and if you get a bullseye, it's 500 points, and that includes the multiplier too, so it's very important. I have no idea how much the gold ones are worth. That's probably like 1,000. I don't know. I'm guessing. So I don't end up with that good of a score, but I do pass the 80,000 mark at the end. Yeah, I've definitely done better on that stage, but as you can tell, I've already given up, and I'm not going through the pain again. Stage 2, this is the Gerudo Desert, the Gerudo Moldworm. Okay, so if you look on your compass, when those, I don't even know what they are, those sand slugs, yeah, I'm going with that, sand slugs show up on the darker part of your compass, they're going to pop out and then you can shoot them. You can shoot them if you keep on falling on them on screen. They will jump out eventually, but basically right when they enter the dark area, they will jump at you. And they only jump when you can see them, so keep that in mind. You will have to look on the edges of your screen because that's where they pop out. And if they're moving too slow, you can always turn and face the nearest one close to you, so you have to keep things going so you can get that little Triforce bonus at the end. Let's see it. There we go. 5,000 points. And after that, a bunch of them start showing up. You're probably not going to get them because there's so many. It's going to be like overwhelming to shoot at all of them. But needless to say, it is impossible to get the rest of them. But we end up with about 35,000 points, And that is definitely enough for that stage, because the next one we are going to get a ton of points if done perfectly, and we will do it perfectly because I am just that good. Okay, for this stage you gotta do everything quickly, and you gotta do this a lot in practice, because you gotta know the locations of all the enemies, and you gotta know which path you're gonna take, and you gotta do it enough so you can do it quick. Just do it enough so you can feel confident, and confidence, yeah. Yeah, okay, there's two different tactics. This is the, not really slow, yeah, it's the slower and accurate tactic, where you can get up to 50,000 points at the end, which is more than enough we need to reach 80,000 to get platinum. But there's also the tactic that gives you a guaranteed, almost every single time guaranteed, 20,000, which is much easier, but you cannot get nearly as much as this one, obviously. The downside to the slower and accurate way is that if you miss, you kind of screwed yourself over. You missed all your multiplayer bonus points. So, yeah. And the other tactic is what I like to call the Rambo tactic, which is all guns a-blazing, shooting at everything as fast as you can, going the same way that I am, but basically just tapping the B button over and over again, which I will probably show in a montage right here because I have nothing left to do. Well, it's not really a montage, but you get what I mean. And yeah, I've run out of time, so might as well show it right now. So yeah, two different ways to do it. There's the Rambo way, that gives you 20,000 to 30,000 points, and then there's the slow and accurate way, which gives you, well, 55,000 if you're good enough, if you're quick enough, and you get everything. Yeah. And so we end up with 10,000, despite the first stage being complete crap, a completely terrible score. We still get a good number at the end. So yeah. So, let's go ahead and make this outro as short as possible. I'll just go ahead and say we'll cover level 6 next episode. And, yeah, I'll just see you guys then. Goodbye.